Unreleased pictures of P. Diddy have been posted by the Daily Mail. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Morali, daily and consistent content. Merry Christmas to those who are celebrating today. Hopefully you guys got all the presents that you guys wanted, and hopefully you guys are enjoying time with your families. And here is some content just to keep you guys fed even on Christmas Day. So Daily Mail have released some pictures of P. Diddy. These are some high school yearbook pictures, and I'm going to show them to you guys. You can see, where he looks quite young in his senior yearbook in 1987. And then, of course, there are multiple more of him playing sports in his jerseys, in a suit as well, and multiple more. In every single picture, his mouth is just open. This wide back mouth, I just don't understand why his mouth is continuously open like this. He doesn't know how to close it. And he definitely is loving the guys in all of these pictures, where, he's in all of these pictures. My question is, where do these come from? I smell a rat. And, this came out a couple of days ago, and I haven't spoken about it, but I just feel like these unreleased pictures of P. Diddy when he was young, in school, a kid, is once again some kind of empathy PR tactic. I would not be surprised if Diddy's network, which includes his children or anybody else, is, going into the basement, going into the attic, collecting the old pictures, the yearbook pictures of P. Diddy, of their father, and submitting them to PR. Selling them, or probably just submitting them for free to say, here are pictures of Diddy when he was young, these are unreleased, and etc. So people look back at him and then want to question, where did it all go wrong? What happened to this young innocent boy? And that is what they want people to feel reading these pictures, because obviously if these are unreleased, then somebody has released them. Somebody who has private information to Diddy, i.e. his sons, his family, or somebody close to his network, definitely found these images and sold them off to the media so that they can play some PR tactic. That's what I smell. Somebody's up to no good when it comes to Diddy. They're still thinking to try to do this PR stuff behind the scenes, but without their hands getting dirty or messy. That's what it's looking like to me. We haven't, seen any Christmas P. Diddy posts with his children that they have uploaded, thank the Lord. But I do feel like they have not given up. They're not going to give up on their father, and they're still going to try crafty ways. And I feel like this is one of them, and I definitely smell that. I definitely smell that in this scenario, and it's not going to work on me, and I don't think it's going to work on anybody else in regards to helping Diddy with some kind of empathy angle, because it's failed before. Nobody's buying into it. There's new lawsuits that he's facing every single day anyways, so nobody's buying into this tactic. But we know and we can see exactly what they're doing. We see each other. Do you understand? We see each other. Articles are reporting on the disgusting food and the day in hell for P. Diddy on Christmas Day. Sean P. Diddy Combs may be used to celebrating Christmas in style, but this year he's spending it behind bars after being accused of a string of serious crimes. And they basically go on to highlight the festive period that he's experiencing, and that he says meals and activities are disgusting compared to the lavish life that he used to live. A basic communal breakfast, a small festive gesture like a hot chocolate or pastry if they have budget in the facility or if donations are enough. Christmas films or cars may be offered, and no frills, no luxury rules, and says Christmas dinner in jail is modest and very restrictive as well. The menu may include a slightly enhanced meal compared to standard offerings, but remains a far cry from the opulence Diddy once enjoyed. He will eat in an environment defined by restrictions, the legal expert states. Combs has been trying to, keep his head up, as was reported yesterday, but basically the food he's eating is just disgusting. It's not enjoyable. And that man is sitting there in jail today as I record this video, and as you guys watch this video on Christmas Day, when he could have been with his family celebrating normally with the amount of wealth that he has amassed, but instead he wanted to throw it all away to be an abusive, narcissistic waste man, and now he's robbed the rest of his life from his children. I don't think I've deeped it. This man, I don't think is getting out of jail. There's no bail. His bail was denied 3 times. He's not going to be there till May. 5 months he's going to be in there. 5 months and a half of more time he's going to be in that jail. And then even when the trial begins, it doesn't mean that he's going to even get out. The chances are very low, and he's going to go back into jail. And I think that, I don't think that he knows this. I feel like he thinks he's going to, beat everything and come out and, be a saving grace. But This man is locked away in jail for good. He's locked away in jail for good, guys. I just don't see him coming out. You were there on your birthday, and now, you know, on Christmas Day, also on Thanksgiving Day, all of the holiday periods from September onwards, you haven't been able to spend with your family. And if that isn't a realization to this man, then I honestly don't know what is, because I still think that his ego makes him believe that he can get out of this and still be some angel that everybody will accept and fall in love again, when it's just not going to happen. The net worth is dwindling as well, from 700 million to 400 million, and to, by the end of the trial, it will definitely be around 200 anyways, or 100, and it will just keep going down to the point where assets need to be sold for his children. Your actions messed up the future generations of your family that you could have prepped financially. Like, there's so many consequences to what he's going through right now that I don't think that we've deeped until time tells us the consequences of his actions. Like I said yesterday, we should add another day onto the calendar. We can X and say that Judge Torres has not responded to Jay-Z. He said it's Christmas Day. He said it's festive period. You understand? I want to spend time with my family. I ain't got time to deal with this BS. I'm going to ignore you with these emergency hearings because I ain't got the time for this BS. That's basically what Judge Torres has said. And yet again, another day has passed where he is not responding to Alex Spiro and his claims, his bold claims about emergency hearings. Another day has passed, guys. Just wanted to remind you guys. Now, moving on to Luigi Mangione. Of course, he had his hearing. He pleaded not guilty as well with his lawyer there. And, you know, sources are saying that inmates are treating him very well, giving him eyebrow threads, cutting his hair, and basically all just in awe of him and supporting him. And I'm glad that he's not getting beaten up in prison, because you never know what could happen when you're in prison. But for the fact that he's been treated like an angel and everybody is loving and supporting him, shows that he is in good hands. And for the fact that he possibly could even be facing the death penalty, to me, is absolutely insane. And I hope that doesn't take place, because the death penalty simply isn't the answer to societal problems, in my opinion. To be honest with you, I just don't believe people need to deserve a quick death response if they are worded somebody. Not that Luigi's done this, of course, but of course he's been treated very well. The hearing, I think, was good. He was matching with his lawyer, with the clothes that they were wearing, very quick. And, you know, the fact that his lawyer was basically saying, look at Eric Adams, you really can't use him as an example because he's facing his own lawsuit, was definitely a very good rebuttal as well. So there are a lot of cases and trials, guys, that are going to take place next year. A lot of trials. And I really want people to understand this, that next year is going to be very busy. We have ASAP Rocky's trial. The jury selection takes place in January. We have the ASAP Rocky trial. We have the P. Diddy trial. The Luigi Mangione trial. We also then have the Young Philly trial. He's a content creator in the UK, pretty big and well known. So that in itself is going to be huge because he's extradited in Australia. We have these 4 main trials. We have the Prince Harry trial as well. There's 5 trials going on next year alone. It's going to be a lot. The Mike Jeffries trial, the Abercrombie and CEO, Abercrombie and Fitch CEO, 6 trials, hearings, court filings. Then, of course, we have the Jay-Z at this point trial with Alex Spiro and Busby, and whether this is going to get dismissed or not. The hearing, sorry, not trial. There's just a lot going to happen next year. So for those of you who are thinking that, you know, this was the year of exposure, next year now we can relax. I beg, please get up, because next year is where everything is about to go into acceleration. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Merry Christmas to those of you who are celebrating. Do send us super thanks. I would really appreciate it. And definitely subscribe and hit that button, because only on Christmas Day I'm coming and giving you guys consistent content and keeping you guys fed whilst you guys are enjoying Christmas. Definitely subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.